Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm gonna keep this so raw. I'm 24 years old, and I feel like a failure. Now, the title might be a little bit clickbaity, but there's some truths to it. Now, I'm at a position in life. I'm grateful for a lot of things. I have a car, God bless. I have a roof over my head, a place where I could call home. I have my family, my parents, thank God for that. I have siblings. I have a job. People will make fun of the rat race, the 9 to 5. But at this age where I'm at right now, getting a consistent source of income and stacking up my money, that's a big thing, So I'm grateful for that, to be earning money. I'm grateful for the relationships I've had, the great experiences I've had with women. So why would I still feel like a failure, I feel like a failure, I would say, because I was just thinking about, I see my parents, they're still at an age where they could be retired, but they're still working to support the family because, living is not easy. Rent is not easy. Everything is expensive, and to maintain, a household, that sort of thing, they still working, and I don't make enough to get them retired, which is one of my biggest goals. I want them to live, stress-free. Stress is always going to be part of life, but I want them to live a lot better and be more worry-free, and I haven't done that yet. So that's one of the things that make me feel like a failure. Another thing, I've been just the last few days, I've been so numbed out. I've been so just demotivated, and I've been falling back to bad vices, overindulging in them. So that's probably why I feel like crap right now. But that's another thing, I should get a better grip on the vices, being online too much, not giving yourself enough rest, not taking care of yourself a lot better, your mental health, physical health. I know there's people out there with way much worse problems, they would wish to be at where I'm at. When I put it into that perspective, if I just reflect and stop for a second and think about that does ease the pain a bit. But it's I know I can do better. It's just I'm not doing it. That's the problem. It's my mind is stopping myself. In a way, my mind has become my enemy, the worst enemy, because the stuff that it tells me to stay complacent, not take action, just stay in the not in a flow state, but just stay going with the flow, just letting life just take you. Technically, yeah, we could do nothing, right? Do nothing, because none of this shit at the end of the day matters. When we die, we're not gonna take anything to our grave. All these experiences that we've had, we're not gonna take that to the grave with us. At least, who knows? Yeah, I'm talking crazy right now. But it's no, it's real, none of this is gonna matter at the end, None of this thing is gonna matter. All these experiences, if anything, right before our final moments, we're just gonna have a little glimpse of what we did in life and what regrets we might have if we didn't live our life to the fullest. Because if you imagine yourself that you had only this year to live, that you knew for a fact you're not going to see next year because your time is up for sure. Doctor told you that you have this certain thing that you can't get rid of, and you only have a certain amount of months left. because you're gonna think about all these different things that you would want to do, that you wanted to do but you didn't do. So at first you're gonna have this like moment of like grief where you're like, damn, like you're gonna be really regretting a lot of the stuff you haven't done. But then soon you're gonna accept that this is how it is, and then you're gonna try your best to like make your, the last days as memorable, as meaningful as possible, you know. So it's like being in a numb state is so, it's kind of tragic, because like, damn, like it takes away the true feelings from life, from all your five senses, to be able to feel, all these experiences, good experiences you could have, even the bad experiences, but just to live, to be in the present moment. That's deep, I don't know, I feel like I'm a little bit all over the place right now, but I just wanted to keep a raw, honest, really like open conversation right now, because I had to speak to somebody, and I figured like I might as well just share what I'm currently experiencing and the thought process that I'm having. I might as well like keep it raw and authentic and just share it with y'all, Like I've watched self-improvement content over and over for like years, for 4 years, and it got into a spot of like analysis paralysis, where there are times like I'm just overthinking a lot of things, like things that I shouldn't be. I'm like, what the hell? Like, this is something that I could do it easily, but here I am like trapped in my own head. And the answer, I guess, like really to all of this is just take action. Take action, even the most smallest, tiniest baby steps towards the right direction of what it is that you want to do. And then, being grateful for everything that I have now, or what you have now. And then just being present in the moment. Just being fully present in the moment. Letting go of any attachments to the outcomes, or any specific outcomes. Because attachments, seeking a specific result, really does cause a lot more harm to you than good. So when you go for something, just lead without any attachments. Whatever happens, happens. I would like to get the goal. You would like to get to the goal. But if it doesn't happen, it's cool. It's calm. So yeah, just a short little video. Just wanted to share what was on my mind. That's all.